confident you can be. Surround yourself with positivity. The Smiley Coach will help you see the world through creativity. Believe in yourself, let your confidence grow. We're all unique, so let's be proud of it. The Smiley Coach.
Smiley here. I am the Smiley Coach, and I've jumped in here today to talk to you about going back to school. Because I know for some of us, after a long summer, that going back to school can be really difficult. So how do you feel about going back to school when you've had a nice long break? I think for most of us, if we're honest, we find it really difficult. And one of the things we find difficult is not just going back to school, but maybe moving from one thing to another. So perhaps sometimes leaving the house can be a bit difficult, going from classroom to classroom can be difficult, moving from getting home to doing homework. So it's moving from one thing to another. We call those transitions. And I find those really difficult. And I know that the one from summer back to school is the biggest transition. So today I want to talk to you about some things that are going to help you with that. So when you think about going back to school, how does that make you feel? Are you worried? Are you afraid? Are you angry that your summer's coming to an end and you think, I don't want it to come to an end yet? How do you feel about that? So what I want you to do is I want you to accept those feelings. Don't make them wrong. Don't judge them. Don't tell yourself off for having them. They're feelings. They're just energy passing through your body, and they are your reaction to being told that you're going to be doing something that you probably would rather be doing something else. You're probably not that keen on going back to school. So I want you to just know that it's normal to be worried about something which is unknown to you. So starting a new school term is unknown, isn't it? You're going to be in a different classroom maybe, perhaps you're going to have a different teacher, perhaps you're going to be with different friends, perhaps some of your friends have left from last year, perhaps you're even starting a new school, but that is all unknown to you. It's like being in a dark room. And what would be really helpful is if we could turn the lights on. So by turning the lights on, we take back the control and we can see what it is that is going to help us with the new school term. So I don't know if before you broke up for the summer, you went to visit your new classroom, you met your new teacher. So you've got this idea of what it might be like in your head. And I think you'll find that helpful. The other way that we can take back control is by recognizing that the thoughts that we think in our mind then become the truth for us. So our brain doesn't know the difference between the thoughts we think and what is real. So if we're lying in bed at night and we hear like loads of rustling downstairs outside, we can either go, there's a burglar, someone's breaking into the house, oh my goodness, what is that? Or we can go, oh, that's just mum taking the bins out. And the thoughts that we choose to think affect the way we feel, don't they? So we don't just have these worries. These worries are coming from thoughts that we're having inside our head. So what I would suggest you do is write down all your worries about school. It doesn't matter what they are, just get them out of your head, get them onto paper. I'm worried that no one will like me. I'm worried I'll be lonely. I'm worried I won't have anyone to play with. I'm worried the work will be too difficult. I'm worried I'll get lost. I'm worried I'll get it wrong. I'm worried that I'll get told off. Whatever it is you're worried about, write it down on a piece of paper. Get it out of your body. And if you've already accepted how you feel, you're feeling worried, sometimes when we just accept that's how we feel, and we take a deep breath in and we say, hello worries, you're here again, how can I help you? And make friends with them instead of trying to fight them or distract ourselves from them or pretend that they're not there, okay? So when we write them down, and we can talk to our parents about them, or we can talk to our friends about them. I don't know if you share stuff like that with your friends, but it is really important to get those worries out of your head. Now, the night before you go back to school, I think it's really important that you get a good night's sleep. That is so important. And if you've been going to bed later in the summer holidays, then your body is not then going to be able to go to sleep at 8 o'clock or 8:30 or whatever time it is you go to bed. So you need to bring your bedtime forward probably by like 10 minutes in the week before you go back to school. So start bringing it forward by 10 minutes. So if you've been going to bed at 9, 9:30, start off by going to bed at 9:20, then 9:10, then 9 o'clock, till you get round to the time that you need to go to bed to go to school. And the way to go to sleep when you're worried is to listen to a relaxation. So I suggest that people listen to an app called calm.com, which is free, or relaxkids.com have some amazing downloads on their website so that you can go into a really deep sleep and you can be relaxed. You don't want to be thinking about those worries. Don't get on the worry train. But if the worries come, write them down, get them out of your head, breathe, just accept that's how you're feeling. I can remember before I went back to school, and I would be looking at the alarm clock thinking, oh God, it's 10 o'clock and I'm not asleep. And the more you worry about going to sleep and the harder you try, the more sleep just doesn't happen. Sometimes if you pretend to go to sleep, that works. And also sometimes if you really can't sleep, you need to get out of bed, go and get a drink of water or go to the loo, come back and resettle yourself and try again. Sometimes that kind of unplugs your brain from the worries and helps you to resettle. But on your first day of school, I would suggest getting up early and giving yourself enough time to get ready. That's really important. I would also suggest that you have something that reminds you of the summer, reminds you of home, something you can take to school. So maybe you could put a crystal in your pocket or one of my Smiley Thought cards that I sell. They're full of positive thoughts. A friendship bracelet that you've made, a piece of art or crafts that you've made, a shell from the beach, something that reminds you of the summer, and have it with you. And have it with you so that when you are feeling a little bit nervous, you can touch that and hold that. It's a bit like when you were really little and you had, or maybe you still have, a teddy or a blankie to go to sleep. And then by having that with you, that's kind of like your security blanket to keep you safe. Okay? So on your first day back, you need to really trust yourself. You need to trust that whatever happens to you on that day, even though it's completely unknown, that you can handle it. And if you believe that you can, you can. And if you believe that you can't, you can't. And that is so true. Because remember, your brain believes what you tell it is true. So make sure you have everything, be organised. You don't want to be rushing on your first day back. And on your first day back, when you walk into your school, walk like you mean it. Stand up proud, big smiles, and instead of going within and focusing on all the chitter chatter that's going on in your brain, focus outside of yourself. What can you see? What can you hear? Find someone that you know. Smile at them. Say hello to people. Say hello to people. Take the focus from being inside here where all the nerves and worries are and push them outside of yourself and really be wherever you are. Feel your shoes on the ground. Notice the air on your face and see what you can see. Take your thoughts outside of you. So I think the biggest thing that I want you to realise when you're facing something unknown, like starting a new school term, is that you are not in control of anything outside of you. You're only in control of the way that you react to it, okay? And sometimes if we see it like a fun adventure, like first day back, really exciting, probably won't have much work to do on the first day back. It's all settling in, new pencil cases, new school shoes. I used to love all that. Find things that you can get excited about. Maybe there's new fixtures for sports team, perhaps there's new drama clubs that you can sign up for. Get excited, plan play dates with your friends, get excited about something. Yeah? So they're the things that you can be in control of. You can prepare yourself for it. You can get a good night's sleep. You can train your brain to think more positively. You can have your object, your safe object, to move you from home to school. And know that you're only going to be there for a certain amount of time and it won't last forever. And you'll be able to come home and relax and be with your family again. But the more that you do that, the more that you practice putting yourself in situations that feel uncomfortable, the more your confidence will grow, because you'll prove to yourself that you can do it. You really can. So I hope that's helpful. And if anyone's got any questions, you can email me, lisa@smileyforlife.com. And my website is also packed full of helpful blog posts for mummies and parents. And also my Smiley Thought cards, 40 positive thoughts in a box to help you train your brain to go back to school. I'm just going to randomly pick one now and see which one we get. Aha! I am brave and I face my fears. And on the back it says, did you know everybody is scared of something and that's okay? Things often turn out better than we imagine. Yeah, so think about all the times when you've done something for the first time and you've loved it and been really proud of yourself, and it's turned out better than you thought it had. And your first day at school could be like that. And if you believe it will be, it will be. I hope you have a wonderful first day at school. Take care. See you soon. Bye.
Be the best that you can be. Surround yourself